Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to rank periodic trends without exceptions, atomic radius on number 13. We're going to rank the following in terms of decreasing atomic radius. So we look at a periodic table. We increase going this way, so we must decrease going the other way. So let's look at these. The elements that we have are sodium, nitrogen, oxygen, magnesium, and fluorine. So I am going to go ahead and circle them on the periodic table. So Na, Mg, and OF. So remember, decreasing goes this way, increasing this way. So I'm going to list them off. First one, the furthest to the left is Na, then Mg, then N, then O, then F. So Na, Mg, N, O, F is going to be decreasing atomic radius. We're going from largest to smallest. And that would be answer C. The next one wants to rank periodic tens without exceptions, ionic radius. So rank the following atoms and ions in order of decreasing size. So we have lithium, beryllium, helium, hydrogen, and boron. So first I want you to go ahead and put their proton number down. Lithium has 3, beryllium has 4, helium has 2, hydrogen has 1, and boron has 5. We know that by looking at their atomic number. Proton number never changes. Now we want to find the electrons. Lithium usually has 3 electrons in its ground state, but it has a positive charge. So we are going to take away electrons. So 3 minus 1, 2. Beryllium usually has 4 electrons in its ground state, but we have a positive 2 charge, taking away 2 electrons. 4 minus 2 is 2. Helium usually has 2 electrons in its ground state, and it is in its ground state, so 2 electrons for helium. Hydrogen usually has 1 electron in its ground state, and we are going to have a negative charge, meaning we're adding another electron. 1 plus 1, 2. Boron usually has 5 electrons in its ground state, but it has a positive 3 charge, so we're going to take away 3 electrons. 5 minus 3 is 2. So they all have the same amount of electrons, which is great for us. They have 2, meaning that there is no shielding going on. There is only one shell of electrons on the outside. So, effective nuclear charge, we're going to rank them from smallest to largest. Okay, so the smallest nuclear charge that you have, the smallest number of protons, is going to be hydrogen. It only has 1 proton in there. Then comes helium with 2 protons in its nucleus. Then we have lithium with 3 protons in its nucleus. Then we have boron, beryllium with 4. Then we have boron. Okay? So ionic radius is going to be the opposite of that. So we have the largest here and the smallest here. So the larger the effective nuclear charge, the smaller the radius. Let me write that out. The larger the effective nuclear charge, the smaller the radius. And then vice versa. So the smaller the effective nuclear charge, the larger the radius. Okay? So we have the largest being hydrogen in ionic radius, then helium, then lithium, then beryllium, then boron being the smallest. And this question asks for an order of decreasing size. So we want to go from biggest to smallest, which we're already doing. So we go hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, and boron. And the answer would be D.